Hello, ma'am.
Good day. How can I assist you with your English learning today?
Hi, I've been struggling with understanding tenses. Can you help?
Certainly. Let's start with the basics. Present simple is used for routines and facts. For example, I eat breakfast every day.
Got it. What about past simple?
Past simple is for completed actions in the past. Like, I visited London last summer.
Okay, but what's the difference between I have seen and I saw?
I have seen is present perfect, indicating a connection between past and present. I saw is past simple, referring to a specific past moment.
I see. Present perfect is a bit confusing.
It is, but with practice, it becomes clearer.
Ma'am, yes, I will practice as much as I can.
Well done. Now, let's tackle another common area, articles.
Articles always confuse me. When do I use a or an?
Use a before words that begin with a consonant sound and n before words starting with a vowel sound. For example, a book and an hour.
That makes sense. What about the?
The is used for specific nouns known to both the speaker and the listener. For instance, the cat in the garden.
Great, I'll keep practicing. Speaking of practice, any tips for improving my speaking skills?
Absolutely. Regular conversation is key. Try describing your day or discussing a topic you enjoy in English.
That sounds challenging, but I'll give it a shot.
Excellent. Don't worry about making mistakes. They're a natural part of learning. Now, let's move on to phrasal verbs.
Phrasal verbs. They sound tricky.
They can be, but they're essential. A phrasal verb is a combination of a verb and preposition or adverb, like turn up or look forward to.
Could you give me some examples?
Sure. Break up means to end a relationship, and come across means to find unexpectedly.
Ah, got it. I'll work on memorizing these.
Good plan. Remember, context is crucial in understanding phrasal verbs. Now, let's touch on conditionals.
Conditionals confuse me too. How do I know when to use if, unless, or whether?
If is used for possible or hypothetical situations. Unless expresses a negative condition, and whether is used when there are two or more alternatives.
It's a bit clearer now. Can we practice with some sentences?
Certainly. Let's create sentences using different conditional forms.
If it rains tomorrow, we will have to postpone the picnic.
Very good. Another example is, unless you study regularly, you may find it challenging to pass the exam. You're making great progress. Now, let's discuss vocabulary building.
I struggle to remember new words. Any tips?
Create flashcards with the word on one side and its definition on the other. Review them regularly, and try using new words in sentences.
I'll give that a try. How about reading? Does it really help?
Absolutely. Reading exposes you to diverse vocabulary and sentence structures. Choose material that interests you to make it enjoyable.
Any book recommendations?
Consider starting with graded readers or novels with simple language. Charlotte's Web, or The Little Prince, are good choices.
Thanks. I'll check them out. What about writing? I find it challenging to express my ideas.
Practice makes perfect. Start with short paragraphs and gradually work your way up. Focus on organizing your thoughts and using correct grammar.
I'll try to write a paragraph today. Can you check it later?
Of course. I'd be happy to provide feedback. Now, let's touch on punctuation.
Punctuation is tricky too. When do I use a comma or a semicolon?
Use a comma to separate items in a list and before a conjunction in a compound sentence. A semicolon can connect two related independent clauses.
It's clearer now. I'll pay more attention to punctuation in my writing.
Fantastic. Let's address one more area, pronunciation.
True. Practice listening to native speakers, mimic their pronunciation, and use online resources for pronunciation exercises.
You're very welcome. Remember, consistency is key in language learning. Keep practicing, and you'll continue to improve. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask.
I will. Thanks again for your help. Ma'am, can we discuss each and every area of all we have discussed today?
No problem. We can discuss these areas separately anytime.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.